Did you ever wonder how strong the cameramen actually are? Or what kind of special upgrades they got? There are a lot of camera members, but the most important ones are these 12. And in today's video, we are going to explain each one. Camera Woman, also known by some as Plunger Woman, made her first debut in episode 52. Throughout the series, she got many cool upgrades. Camera Woman was known as Kathy when she was a human. In her 1.0 form, she carried a mechanized turret. This one was her main weapon, being able to kill many toilets with the bullets it had. Now let's talk about her 2.0 form. In episode 70, she appeared with some enhancements, 2 bolt rifles mounted on both forearms, as well as a jetpack. Additionally, her main weapon, the mechanized turret, was replaced by a laser cannon. She was pretty strong already, but now in the recent episodes, she got a lot stronger. One of the best glow-ups in the entire series. Even the Berserker toilet was shocked. She is currently acting as the leader of the camera race. In her 3.0 form, she now has the quad mechanized blaster cannons. They're a pair of 4 laser cannons that extend from her jetpack at will. They are similar to the Duchess Astro toilet. And the gravitational plunger, this weapon, is an upgraded version of the spiked plunger, this time with hand gravity guns attached, allowing them to fly effectively. She also got a rage mode or a battle mode. Overall, she is really strong. Now it's time for the POV cameraman. The POV cameraman is the cameraman who records the story in each episode from their perspective. At first, people thought the POV cameraman was a specific individual, with some even believing he was immortal. However, it's been confirmed that the POV cameraman isn't a specific cameraman and isn't immortal. The term POV cameraman simply refers to the cameraman whose viewpoint we see in that episode. Usually, the POV cameraman is a normal cameraman, but sometimes it's others. For example, the Titan cameraman in episode 51, or Camera Woman in episode 73. All POV cameramen can record both sound and video. If you were to ask me, I think they have the most important role in the entire series. The Chief Scientist Cameraman is a special type of cameraman, likely more intelligent than the regular scientist cameraman. He first appeared in episode 74, and may even be the lead scientist for the camera race. His abilities are still unknown, but it's assumed he has basic combat skills. In episode 76, he was seen wearing a blue office shirt instead of his original white one, and he no longer had the small camera on his chest, suggesting it might be a removable accessory. Interestingly, he resembles Titan Cameraman, sharing a similar head and shoulder cameras. For now, this is all that is known about him. The camera striders are strider versions of the camera race. While the 1.0 form wasn't very impressive, the 2.0 version brought significant improvements. The camera strider returned in episode 72 with several upgrades, making it powerful enough to fight the enhanced toilets. It now deals high damage and is extremely durable. By episode 77, we saw that there were multiple upgraded camera striders, with many flying into battle alongside the cameramen. These upgraded striders can presumably climb walls and stab Skibidi toilets, which it demonstrated against Troop Astro toilets. They are also equipped with 4 plasma cannons. They can fire rapid shots and use a charged shot from their lens to take down stronger enemies. They also have a flight mode. Interestingly, there are both camera striders and speaker striders, but no TV strider yet. Honestly, I would love to see one added. Plungerman was one of the bravest characters in the Skibidi Toilet series. Just like the Camera Women, he was also first a human, and his name was Dave. Plungerman had many unique abilities incorporated into him. At the start, he was just a normal black cameraman. What made him stand out was his incredible bravery, his distinct fighting style, and the unique weapons he used. His punches were stronger, and he was more agile than most other cameramen. In other words, Plungerman was him. He was that guy. Throughout the series, he wielded various weapons such as plungers, jetpacks, the glitchmobile, his most powerful weapon, spiked plunger, bolt rifle, headphones, and a hijack device he took from a blue-suited cameraman. During the events of episode 73, it is revealed in a flashback that Plungerman has been around ever since the war first began, quite possibly even before it started. Plungerman fought alongside Dark Speakerman against the Chief Scientist Toilet. Despite winning the battle, he was tragically killed by the secret agent. In his final moments, he gave a thumbs up to Titan Cameraman as he was burned alive, his camera going offline afterward, one of the saddest moments in the entire series. In an interview, DAFUQBOOM hinted that Plungerman is still alive, though he has yet to return. The large scientist cameraman was a special variant of the scientist cameraman and made his first appearance in episode 36 of the Skibidi Toilet series. Unlike other large cameramen, he wore a white suit and pants, and had a modern film camera for a head. Instead of engaging in typical hand-to-hand combat, the large scientist cameraman used two parasite disabler guns to neutralize parasitic Skibidi toilets on infected allies. In episodes 37 and 38, he was briefly shown driving the parasite disabler laser tank into battle, using it to help cure multiple infected alliance members. So far, he is the only large scientist cameraman seen in the series, and it remains unclear if there are more like him, or if he was unique. Sadly, his time in the series was cut short when he was killed by G-Toilet in the same episode. Maybe he might make a comeback. The camera mech is a mechanically powered exoskeleton. It is equipped with an array of weapons developed by the Alliance. This machine is operated by a scientist cameraman who notably lost the lower half of his body. The camera mech is highly versatile and capable of handling strong opponents thanks to its array of weaponry and quadruple arms. However, one major drawback is that the pilot remains exposed, making them vulnerable to enemy attacks. The camera mech is equipped with 4 mechanical arms, 2 on each side. One of its notable features is a parasite disabler gun attached to the upper left arm, which is likely used to help cure infected allies from parasitic Skibidi toilets. It also features a paralyzer dart gun, which he used to save the TV women. The mech was later upgraded with 2 portable laser cannons. As for its pilot, the scientist cameraman 1337 is a unique variant of the scientist cameraman. He looks just like most scientist cameramen, wearing a black tie, black shirt, and a white suit, but they are not the same person. He was first seen in episode 34, reappearing in episodes 54 and 72, operating the camera mech in both episodes. So far, Black-Tied Scientist Cameraman is the only one who has piloted it, and will probably be the first and last since it got destroyed and burned. Honestly, I think they were a great duo. Large cameramen are larger variants of the camera race. They are much larger than the normal cameraman, with more combative capabilities. They are not as large as the large speakermen, but they have other ways to make up for it, as their strengths come from them being a good support unit on the battlefield by carrying heavy weaponry. They are also more agile than the large speakermen. While they don't have unique abilities, they boast increased strength, size, and durability than the normal cameramen, making them better suited for fighting larger Skibidi toilets or astro toilets. They have used weapons like stun batons, laser rifles, jetpacks, rocket launchers, and many other weapons. Most interesting of all is that, unlike the usual cameramen who have CCTV cameras as their heads, large cameramen have regular movie cameras, which are significantly larger than the typical CCTV cameras. Some people also confuse them with this guy. This guy is known as Fred, and he is also a special variant of the large cameraman. At first, I also thought that they were the same, but Fred now dons a whole new appearance in episode 77. His lens has a blue glow on it, just like Titan Cameraman. He also has 2 extra black cameras on his shoulders, his gloves are more polished, and he has a shield device on his right arm. But in combat abilities, they are pretty much the same. The Detective Cameraman is a unique member of the Alliance, first introduced in episode 70. He holds a high rank within the Cameraman faction and is primarily tasked with handling internal affairs. Rather than focusing on battlefield combat, his role involves identifying traitors and conducting interrogations of suspicious individuals. A notable instance of his authority is seen in the secret scene of season 24, where he ordered the arrest of the blue-suited cameraman, who was handcuffed and taken away. The detective cameraman is presumably extremely skilled and experienced in such a department due to his ranking as a detective in his area. But we still haven't seen any combat feats yet. Maybe in the future we will see more from him. The Titan Cameraman made his first debut in episode 18. The Titan Cameraman was the first Titan to appear in the series and is known for being highly effective against large units. In his 1.0 form, he carried a massive shield on his back for protection and had a powerful core flame he could fire from his chest. His combat abilities, especially hand-to-hand combat, were exceptional, and he also used a finger blaster, jetpack, and a lens for protection. After a long 27-episode absence, the upgraded Titan Cameraman made his return in episode 50. His jetpack was refined, and he now wielded a railgun on his left forearm along with a mechanical hammer. His body armor was upgraded to provide better protection for his core. Additionally, he gained the ability to deploy a magnet or gravity gun installed in his right hand. Let's talk about some of his weapons and gear. Upgraded mechanical railgun. It is one of the Titan Cameraman's main weapons, located on his right arm. Holographic shield. The Titan Cameraman has a holographic shield projector mounted on the left forearm. Brass knuckles. Titan Cameraman seem to have gotten brass knuckles that are able to extend 3 spikes from the knuckles. He also used other weapons like the mechanical hammer, buzzsaw arm, acid shooter arm, Detaining Claw, which he got from the Detainer Astro Toilet, and many more. I can't fully explain his abilities in this video, but I will soon make a detailed version of his upgrades. He is the strongest member of the camera race. He is presumably dead in episode 74, but some people are also saying that he is alive right now. Well, we can only hope for now. The Medic Cameraman is a special variant of the Engineer Cameraman, designed specifically to aid in repairing and healing the injured or dead members of the Alliance. They carry a utility repair device on their right arm, which allows them to close up wounds and perform repairs on their fellow cameramen. Unlike many other cameramen, medic cameramen are non-combatants and do not have any offensive capabilities. Their main role is to focus on repairs and maintenance, making them crucial to the survival of the faction. Dressed in a white shirt, black tie, and long black pants, they also have a backpack-like device on their backs, though its purpose is unclear. While there are rumors suggesting that medic cameramen might be related to engineer cameramen, this has yet to be confirmed. Overall, the medic cameramen are really helpful and important. Now it's time for the most common character in the entire series. I am talking about the normal cameraman. The average normal cameraman stands about 5'9", roughly the height of an average human. Their most distinctive feature is their white CCTV camera head, equipped with a flashlight. Initially, these cameramen primarily engaged in hand-to-hand combat, showing more skill as the series progressed. Despite their growing abilities, they were still vulnerable to larger Skibidi toilets and often needed help from bigger Alliance members. After episode 53, their combat effectiveness improved significantly when they were equipped with paralyzer laser rifles. These weapons allowed them to stun smaller Skibidi toilets easily and even challenge larger enemies. In episode 66, they were shown to have a berserk mode, where they shake in anger before fighting head-on without any equipment. This state likely gives them a boost in physical strength and speed, enhancing their combat abilities. In addition to combat, normal cameramen have the ability to record and share footage with other Alliance members. Depending on its importance, the footage can be shared widely or used to switch POVs, much like changing channels. A black variant, known as the Black Cameraman, also exists, adding more diversity to the cameraman race. Okay, guys. That was it for today's episode. If you want more of these videos, make sure to like and subscribe.